Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the beauty scenario tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone, so it's okay girl, I tagged myself. I'm just gonna read the questions. There's only 8 questions, so it should go by pretty fast. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I tag all of you, so anyone that wants to do it can do it. And if you do it because I tagged you, as I'm tagging all of you, if you could hashtag the beauty MVP on Instagram, or you could @ the beauty MVP, which is my Instagram, I would love to watch your video. So let's get into the questions. I'm going to read them right off my computer. Question number 1. You have to get rid of all your foundations and you can only keep one high-end and one drugstore. Which would you keep? So for drugstore, I would keep the Revlon Color Stay. But if I couldn't keep the Revlon Color Stay, I'd probably keep the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation from Revlon. I mean from CoverGirl, because I just said that. Yeah, the 3-in-1, or this one. And for high-end, I would either keep my MAC Studio Fix, but if I didn't have that one, I would definitely keep my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation in light medium. I think this one has taken over my life, and I love this one so much. Living in Arizona, I can't really wear foundations during the summer because it is super hot, and it will melt off my face in a matter of minutes. But moving back to the East Coast, this will be awesome. Still not in summer because of the humidity, but winter, this was definitely it. As soon as I finish this tube, which it feels like I'm getting kind of low, as soon as I finish this tube, I will purchase another one. I think I prefer this one over my MAC Studio Fix, which is saying a lot. Question number 2. You go for an interview, and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? In my opinion, if I was at an interview, you could approach it, of course, one of 2 ways. But if you ignore it completely, yeah, it's kind of like, because I think the thing that would bother me most is like not getting the job because of saying something. So A, you don't tell her, but then she goes to the bathroom after the interview, looks at herself, and notices she has lipstick on her teeth and is so embarrassed she'd rather not call you back because she's really embarrassed. Or she might think, well, how honest is she really? Or B, you do tell her and then she gets really embarrassed and doesn't call you back. But I think I would tell her. I think I would just say, you know, miss, like, I think you have a little bit of lipstick on your teeth. And then she's like, wow, she really, you know, stood up and said something and wasn't embarrassed to say something. But then also, if it's not the right time, I don't think I would say something, because if we're having a very, you know, business-oriented conversation, I'm not going to just cut her off and say you have lipstick on your teeth. But if I notice it while we're just shaking hands and introducing ourselves, maybe I could make like a joke and then just say, you have a little lipstick on your teeth, you know, like, and then maybe she'll be like, oh, thank you, and won't be as embarrassed. Number 3. If you're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up, which lipstick would you put on to make yourself feel beautiful? Usually what I put on is either a really bright red or a hot pink. So what I've been putting on lately is 210 Unapologetic by Revlon, and it's just like a really hot pink. Here, maybe I'll put it on. Really bright, but bright eyes and bright lip, come on now, that's a beauty no-no. Question number 4. You go back to your teenage years, well, how would you do your hair and makeup differently? Well, to start off, I remember when I was in like middle school, my mom just like 6th and 7th grade, I was only allowed to wear eyeshadow and face makeup. I wasn't allowed to wear mascara. My mom wouldn't let me wear mascara until 8th grade. And I think it was because, well, A, she just didn't want me to look too old, but B, she wouldn't let me wear mascara because she thought I wouldn't wear the eyeshadow and stuff because I wouldn't wear mascara, but I didn't care. And so I would wear bright eyeshadow with no mascara, which I really just probably shouldn't have worn eyeshadow at all. And I didn't understand, like, I think the whole powder situation, so I would have dry patches all over my face, but powder myself down with white, like really, really light powder, and it would clean to my dry patches. What was I thinking? And my hair, there, 0 F's were given with my hair. I would put it up in a ponytail, or put a headband right on my head, or but then I got really, 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 really bad acne all through my forehead. And so I got the most ginormous, voluminous, side-swept bangs that went like literally from here to here. I looked like Justin Bieber. And I'd hairspray the bejeebers out of them so they wouldn't move. And during PE, I would hold my bangs as I would run because I was so embarrassed of my acne. Question number 5. You ask your hairdresser for a shoulder-length pixie lot haircut, but they hear you wrong and give you a pixie cut. Do you A, smile and say thank you, leave and call your mom hysterically, B, cry in the chair and let things get awkward, or C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? I think I would do a mixture of two. I have had a really bad haircut before, and I cried. Now that I'm older, do I think I would cry? No. I think I would be very, very mad, because me as a student in cosmetology school, you know that when you're about to go for a haircut, you are constantly saying, so we're going to take this much length off here, this much length off here, this. So she should have asked me again and made sure, like, oh, you want this much length cut off, you want this much cut off, something like along those lines. So I would have been pissed. I would probably cry to her and demand a refund from her. Say that I'm not paying for it. Number 6. Your friend surprises you with a 4-day city break and you have 1 hour to pack. Which do-it-all palette would you pack in your makeup bag? I think the obvious choice would probably be like a Z palette where you have your face powders and your eyeshadows. For me, I think I would probably pack my MAC palette that I created that has all of my neutrals in it. Maybe I'd pop some of them out and add some really fun colors in it too, so that I have some neutrals and some really fun colors in there. But if they weren't talking about a palette that you could make yourself, probably the Lorac Pro palette, because there are fun colors and neutrals, and there are matte and shimmery, and there are colors that you could use as transition shades, which is pretty hard to find. Number 7. Your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What product do you really hope is safe? For me, I think I would really hope that my brushes were safe, because they all come from different brands and they all come from different, they all come from different brands, they all come from different websites. I think it would be more of a hassle to get all of them back, plus they're pretty expensive. But then I'd also really hope my face drawer, where I have my foundations, concealers, powders, blushes, bronzers, all of that, I really would wish that was safe. But probably if someone was to steal all my stuff, they'd probably go for my blushes and bronzers and stuff. My blushes and my bronzers. my blushes and my bronzers. So I think I'd really hope my brushes were safe and my foundations and concealers and stuff. And number 8, your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same thing to theirs? I think it depends how bad. It says awful condition. I guess it depends. If this was the first time, I think I would just make a joke out of it, like, dang girl, I know I didn't give it to you looking like this. What happened? Did you drop it? Or like say something like that. I would say it regardless of the friend. I'd be like, what did you do to this? But like make a joke. If it happened again, I think I would ask them to repurchase it, because my stuff is expensive, and if I lend something out to them, I think I expect it to be given back to me in the same condition that I have lent it out to you, especially because if you lend something to me, I will return it in the same condition that you gave it to me. So I just think that is just common courtesy. Anyways, that is all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I look like a clown.